Once upon a time, in the heart of the cell, there lived a magnificent molecule, the DNA. It was a double helix, elegant, and mysterious. Welcome to the magical world of DNA replication. Let's meet our heroes from the amazing DNA replication team. First, the helicase, the energetic runner. Next, single-stranded binding proteins, the protective guardian. We have the RNA primase, the innovative leader. We also have the topoisomerase, the amazing problem-solving wizard. Next in line, DNA ligase, the meticulous coordinator. And the DNA polymerase, the analytical mastermind. Last but not the least, the star base pairs, thymine and adenine. They are inseparable.
Another day, another round of this, Can't the molecule get a break?
Girl, together we ensure the continuity of life. Duh.
Whatever.
I just love his energy. Our journey begins with helicase, zooming in to separate the DNA strands like an expert runner.
Helicase is always zipping around, unwinding the DNA strands like his life depends on it. Come on, show off.
Don't be so grumpy. Helicase is so important. Without him separating the strands, we wouldn't even have a replication fork.
And while he is showing off, our dear SSBP have to stabilize the strands, always cleaning up Helicase's mess. Every time strands separate, SSBP is always to the rescue. Those tiny guys are actually useful. They stop the strands from snapping back together, keeping everything stable.
Oh, I think SSBPs are adorable. They are like little guardians standing firm to protect the strands. Speaking of protection, here comes the topoisomerase.
Topoisomerase is my kind of enzyme. No drama, no flash. Just solving problems. Without him, the DNA ahead of the fork would get all twisted up. Without his work, this whole thing would twist into chaos. He is responsible for preventing DNA from getting tangled, as well as relieving pressure in supercoiled DNA during DNA replication. You can have tension in replication after all.
Yeah, I like how calm and collected he is. Now, let's talk about the RNA primase. He lays down the primer, marking the starting point for replication. He is so creative.
Creative? What do you mean creative? He is just scribbling RNA primers all over the place. It is messy, but I guess someone has to mark the starting point for DNA polymerase.
Exactly! The RNA primase is the initiator. Without those primers, DNA polymerase wouldn't even know where to start. And speaking of DNA polymerase,
finally, someone who gets the job done. DNA polymerase is the real hero here. He adds nucleotides to the new strand and checks for mistakes. If anyone's important, it is him. But of course, there is always a complication. The lagging strand. What a pain.
fear not. Ligase is here to save the day. DNA ligase ensures everything is joined seamlessly. Look how neat and tidy it all is. He is the one who seals the gap, especially on the lagging strand. I love how thorough he is.
Yeah, ligase ties everything together like the neat freak he is. Without him, those Okazaki fragments would be a mess. If only everyone else were as thorough as he is.
And just like that, the DNA replication team has done it again. Two identical DNA molecules ready to power life.
Can't wait for the next mess that needs to be fixed.
They all work together so perfectly. It's like a dream team.
Or a team where I have to deal with everyone's quirk. But fine, I'll admit, they're effective.
See, you do appreciate them. DNA replications wouldn't happen without this team. The helicase, SSBPs, topoisomerase, RNA primase, DNA polymerase, and DNA ligase, they're all heroes in their own way.
Duh, don't push it.